Marcus was the kind of man who quietly carried his world. A dependable IT manager living in Atlanta, he believed in family, faith, and loyalty. For 10 years, he'd been married to Janelle, his college sweetheart. They built a life together, bought a home in the suburbs, raised their 2 kids, and shared Sunday dinners with friends. But something had shifted. Janelle had become distant. The late nights at work, the silences. The phone always flipped screen down. Deep down, Marcus knew. But he was terrified to face it. Not just because of what it meant for his marriage, but because it would shatter the image of the life he'd poured his soul into building. Then one morning he saw the message. Her phone had buzzed while she was in the shower. It was from a man she worked with. "Last night was everything. I can't stop thinking about you." His hands trembled. His chest tightened. It was like the air had been sucked out of the room. When he confronted her, she didn't deny it. She cried. She said she was confused, unhappy. "You're a good man," she said, "but I felt invisible." Marcus was crushed. But instead of reacting with rage or shame, he did something else. Something that took real strength. He called his best friend Derek. The one who'd seen him through broke college years and his first job layoff. Marcus sat on Derek's porch, speechless at first. Then he finally broke down. "I did everything right. And it still wasn't enough," he said, his voice cracking. Derek didn't offer empty advice. He listened. He reminded Marcus that his worth didn't disappear because someone else failed to see it. Over the next few weeks, Marcus leaned on the people who had always been in his corner. His brothers from college, his pastor, even his 12-year-old son, who looked up to him like he was made of steel. That support didn't erase the betrayal, but it did give Marcus the courage to rebuild. He started therapy. Not to fix the marriage, but to fix the part of himself that had gone silent trying to keep everything perfect. He filed for separation, not in bitterness but in peace. A year later, Marcus had lost 20 pounds, started volunteering at a local youth program, and even went back to school part-time to pursue cybersecurity, a passion he'd buried for years. He became a better father, a more grounded man. And eventually he found love again, not because he was searching but because he was whole. Marcus didn't find courage alone. He found it through the people who held space for his pain, who reminded him of who he was when he'd forgotten. His relationships gave him the courage to choose dignity over drama, healing over hatred, and growth over revenge. Courage isn't born in isolation. It's born in connection, in the quiet, faithful presence of those who stay when life breaks open. Subscribe for more contents. Stay inspired.